afternoon. What has unfolded here this morning is truly horrific and heartbreaking. Police and ambulance were called to an address in Greyhound Lane, Norton, just after 8 AM this morning. Officers and paramedics were confronted with an awful scene. A man, a woman and a 13-year-old boy were found, all with very serious stab injuries. They have been believed to have been inflicted by a man known to the family, but not a family relative. Tragically, there was nothing that could be done to save the woman. She was pronounced dead at the scene. The boy was taken to hospital, but sadly nothing could be done to save him, and he later died at the hospital. The man is in critical but stable condition. The victims are all from the same family: a mum, a dad and a son. The family car was stolen, and our officers intercepted that car at around 8:30 AM in Norton Road, Stourbridge. Despite being rammed by the vehicle, they managed to get the driver and detain him and arrest him on suspicion of murder. Clearly, our investigation is at a very early stage, but we do believe the suspect was known to the family, and we do not think this was a burglary or a robbery. We have specialist teams and officers working with the family at this tragic time. Thank you.
Thanks, Lee. So from West Midlands Ambulance Service perspective, we received a call just after 8 o'clock this morning to what we believed was a potentially very serious assault at an address in Greyhound Lane, Stourbridge. A paramedic in a rapid response vehicle arrived within 7 minutes of that 999 call, where he was confronted with a horrific scene with 3 people with very, very serious stab injuries. Resources wise, we sent 2 land ambulances, 2 Midlands Air Ambulance Service helicopters with critical care doctors and paramedics on scene, 3 very senior paramedic officers and a rapid response vehicle. Unfortunately, a female at the premises we were unable to save, and as my colleague has alluded to, she was sadly pronounced dead at the scene. A child with very serious injuries was in cardiac arrest at the scene. He was treated very quickly and given life-saving treatment before being taken to Birmingham Children's Hospital. Sadly, despite the best efforts of our staff on scene and those within the hospital, the child has subsequently died. A third man was taken to Queen Elizabeth Hospital, Birmingham, with multiple stab wounds, where I understand he remains in a very serious but stable condition. Clearly, this is a very difficult time for the family, and like all of us, we'd like to extend our condolences to those involved. And finally, we were called some 30 minutes later to a road traffic collision in Norton Road at the junction with Beach Road. We sent 2 ambulance vehicles, and from that incident we've conveyed 2 police officers to Russell's Hall Hospital and a further sole occupant of the second vehicle to Sandwell Hospital.